Most of the time, we think about post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic experience as resulting in a very negative, sort of dismal outlook on things. But there's also stories and growing evidence and growing research into an area called post-traumatic growth. And that is what happens when someone experiences a significant trauma, and instead of being permanently debilitated by it, they actually find new meaning in that trauma. They dedicate themselves to a new cause, or they find a renewed lease on life.
Glenn had such a strong personality, always a life of the party, going out clubbing with him.
The day that he's nursing a hangover and deciding that he's going to do something bigger and better with his life. And for him, military service seemed to fit.
Kind of a family tradition. My grandpa's in the military, my dad's in the military.
I didn't think he was cut that way.
He wanted to help people and he saw what was going on. I think it gave him purpose.
It was a battle group operation and it was going to be an epicenter of Taliban land. We used to call it like the heart of darkness. This is where all the bad stuff happened. We set up the Taliban were going to attack us. When the rocket came in and then exploded through the vehicle, killing everyone in the back.
A light armored vehicle that had been attacked, basically, and it was a large attack. Weaponry, apparently they had not used to that extent yet.
I know that there's some casualties and some wounded, but I didn't know where he was.
It was the worst experience of my life, thinking that my little brother had died.
I thought my brother was dead.
I remember looking at my elbow going, my skin is actually on fire. He pulled me into the low ground and make sure I wasn't dying.
He didn't know how bad he was hurt, but I knew he was alive.
Driving back with dead friends, immediately survivor's guilt kicked in.
The PTSD will stop a lot of places from hiring you.
They've gotten used to being on all the time, and now they're off. And so a lot of them report difficulties with settling in to what they call Civvy Street.
He didn't appear to be the same guy. He had a 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, no one really knew how critical my injuries were until a few months after. I had a traumatic brain injury. My pancreas shut down.
Screaming over the phone. He was screaming top of his lungs. He said, "Oh, they're trying to get in my house." And I could hear bang, bang, bang. Who's trying to get in? This is the Taliban.
Seeing him become this hurt person, that was really hard.
You know, I was drinking way too much when I first got back. I had dark days.
Can't go these things alone.
You know what? That sucked. And that was kind of a defining moment, and that's when I said, okay, I have two choices. I'm gonna let getting blown up dictate how my life is, or I'm gonna dictate how my life goes. And that's when I decided that I'm gonna do something huge with my life. And I joined the Army to help people. You know, I'm helping people now, it's just in a different way.
He's given himself a lot of avenues to seek help if he needs it and to build a new life.
As bad as it is, you get used to pulling out pieces of metal out of your face.
Setting a goal, he just doesn't. And I don't think he lets anything stop him.
Believing you can go on, believing that you can come back from any type of experience is a very powerful message to send to yourself.
There's a real purpose to his existence now, and it's helping people. There's a reason why this happened.
You can turn any situation into a positive. I was stronger than that rocket. You know, I'm bigger than that one incident. You know, there's going to be more to me than just that's the guy that got blown up and lived. You know, although that's going to be part of who I am, it's definitely not going to define who I am.